Well, good evening, everyone. Michael Soothing here. Tonight, we're going to do a haul video from the Asian store, actually the Filipino Asian store, where we went and bought a few items so that my Filipino spouse cannot feel quite so homesick for the homeland. If you get married to a Filipina, you have to realize that some things very important to them are foods from the homeland and also sending things back to family and friends. We sent a giant box of American-made goodies back to her mama and her older sisters, her atas. They call ata in Filipino. But anyway, we sent that back in a big giant box called a balikbayan box, which is specifically for the purpose of sending tons of goodies back home to the Philippines. Stuff made in America that they can't get there. So we had to find some stuff made there at the Asian Filipino store. It's a little expensive. We spent $70 on 2 little bags of items. So I'm glad we don't shop there all the time, or I would be broke. But let's see what we found here, because some of it's kind of interesting, and I have not sampled any of it before. We found ginger coconut candy, and as you know, I'm watching my sugar, so I have to make sure I don't eat very much of this. But I will eat a little bit. Maybe I'll try one right now. I can tell you, ginger is very good for the stomach. Coconut has some medicinal properties also, even though it's high in certain kinds of oils and fat. They come in a little package that looks like this. So we'll open one. Stereo. Got the binaural Tascam. Beautiful microphone. Oh, I love it so much. Is this a hard candy? Uh-oh. It is a hard candy. Now you're going to have to listen to me. Eat this thing while we're talking about all this stuff. But at least I won't get dry. Alright. I'm going to keep this receipt so she'll remember to be nice to me since we're spending so much all the time. The balikbayan box cost $90 to ship to the Philippines and was filled with approximately $300 in goodies. So I'm still reeling from that expense, but don't tell her I said so, because I don't want to take away any of the fun of the experience. Here we have Philippine brand dried mangoes. Those are pretty good. Lots of fiber. And it says here, they're naturally delicious. And I believe that's probably true. In fact, I know it is, because I've had these before. Joanne's daughter brought some for me, and they were yummy. Where will I pile all this? before I put it back in the bag. This doesn't really count because it's Kikkoman Chinese soup. So it doesn't count as a Filipino food, but we have egg flour soup when we go to the local Chinese restaurant that we like. I'll put that there. Here we have a Filipino version of a cheese snack crackers called Cheese It. I've never tried them, and I'm not going to try them right now, but I might try them later and report back to you. There's a little mouse on the back going for some cheese, I would assume. Cheese is yummy, but wheat flour, coconut oil, cheese, salt, sugar. At least there's no weird ingredients in it, so I think that's safe to eat. We have here Nora brand macaroni, creamy macaroni, chicken sopas, which I assume means soup. Isn't soup like sinigang in Filipino? Like mungo bean soup is something like sinigang de mongo, something like that. If I have any Filipino subbies, tell me how to pronounce it. Ready in minutes, so I'll try this sometime when I need a quick, easy lunch. Oh, here we have some Philippine brand mango juice nectar, and this is not reconstructed Nenger. It's not mango nectar. I was combining the two, you know. Nango. This is not from concentrate. This is actual juice nectar. See? I'm curious to see how this tastes. So if you don't mind me being incredibly crass, I'll get rid of that candy at the moment, save it on a little piece of plastic, and try a sip of this mango, because I've never had straight actual mango nectar. I should have opened the can by the stereo microphone, huh? But anyway, you still heard it. Oh, that's very good. I'm gonna have to chill this and pour it over some ice. I have some water here, but I gotta let Joanne taste this. She's gonna love that. Mango. Where can I put it where I won't spill it? Can you give me any hint about that? Then we also have Philippine brand calamansi juice drink. I don't know what calamansi is, but it's a fruit that looks kind of like a lime on the outside, but I don't think it tastes like a lime. She's trying to get me to try all kinds of new Filipino fruits, tropical fruits like durian and jackfruit and stuff like that. I'm gonna try some of this tamarind, sweet and sour. Tamarind plant makes a bean that looks like this on the back. Looks sort of like a pea pod. Oh, they have a bigger version on the front. and she says this is good. The ingredients, I have a slightly scratchy. Let me take a sip of water. The mango was a tiny bit rich. That's better. See? Anyway, this tamarind is 94% tamarind and about 6% sugar. That's not too bad a ratio. I don't think that will spike my blood sugar as long as I do some walking right after I eat it. But I'm not going to try that right now because she's going to want to use these foods in a video herself, and I don't want to steal any of her thunder because she will do them individually, sampling them like mukbang, which I don't really do much. Here we have, next up, sunflower crackers. Sunflower crackers. What's in them? Oh, it's kind of like an Oreo. It's a cream sandwich cracker with kind of a sugar cookie on each side, and it's got a mango cream filling. So that should be very interesting. I wish I could try one right now, but I think I want her to open it and do a video about it herself. Then we have, next up, Yan Yan strawberry cream. See? This is fun animal name games on each stick. Animal name games. They have an example here. It says duck. I don't know what the game part is or what it means, but they have these kind of hard breadsticks, I think, and then you dip them in the strawberry. Is it strawberry? Yeah. In the strawberry cream, cracker stick with dip. So that looks kind of interesting. I'm not going to eat very much of any of this because they're not low glycemic, are they? But here's another one I have to at least try a little bit of, and this one is a chocolate cream. Yan Yan. Where do they make this? Do they say? Made in a bakery that might contain peanuts and tree nuts. Doesn't really say. But anyway, we'll try that also. What else? We have Jack and Jill Cloud 9. I got a couple of these because I don't know what these are like. Since there's two, I am gonna try a bite of one because we just took a long walk, so I can afford to eat just a tiny bit of dessert. We'll open this. I hope that's not too loud. Here's what it looks like. It's, let's look at the one I didn't open yet and see what it says. Luscious caramel, crunchy peanuts, it's very small print, and soft nougat in rich chocolate. Cloud 9 Classic. So let's find out how this tastes. I didn't mean for this to be mukbang, you know. But that is very yummy. I'm going to put some of these things back into the bag because I have more stuff here in another bag. These are the things I picked out that I thought would be good as goodies for Joanne to do videos with. And a couple of them are okay for me to eat, like the mangoes. Lots of fiber, not too much sugar. I don't think they even add it to this one. Home of the original mango, product of the Philippines. Sometimes it says, oh yeah, there's the phrase. I would be so deprived if I didn't find the phrase somewhere on the package. It's in very small, light print, and it says, Sweet Memories of Cebu on the top above Philippine brand there. So sometimes it's a much larger print logo. Here's something called a Big Bang Classic. Sometime we'll talk astrophysics, or we'll talk about that stupid show on TV, or both. But anyway, Big Bang Theory. Do you know that the universe burst into existence out of nothing? I believe God made it. There was nothing, and then there was the whole universe. It kind of unfolded, you know, over time. But that's a whole different topic. Look here, these are frozen, so I have to get them back in the fridge shortly. These are whole steamed Saba banana, and I think she makes something called banana Q out of this. It ends up being a sweet concoction that's, I don't know, fried and sugared and dried and something, I'm not sure. Golden Saba. See the little golden Saba guy there? Does he have wings? Oh no, that's a banana peel. Stupid me, of course. So I have to get this back in the freezer shortly. What else do we have here? Hopia Baboy. Look at that. $5 for this little package. See what I'm saying? This Asian source stuff is expensive. I have no idea what these are or how they taste, but I'm sure I'll find out. What does it say? Valerio's Tropical Bake Shop. I hope it's not bait. Bake Shop. Hopia Baboy. Some kind of Filipino concoction. Right? That one is made in the USA, but it's a Filipino dish of some kind, or concoction, I should say. Let's go on to bag number 2, which I think might be less interesting to me, but hopefully by now you're asleep. So if this uninteresting bag bores you, you're asleep already, so it doesn't matter. Or if I fall asleep, this one's heavy. This is the stuff Joanne picked out for cooking. Let's see what she got. First we have a giant bag of pancit noodles. Pancit. She makes really good stuff with pancit. I have no idea what she'll do with this one. It's really more of a Chinese noodle, but they do these a lot in the Philippines too. So that is the first up. Pancit. I gotta put it somewhere without knocking over my mango juice. Oh. Next up, we have here, this could be dangerous. We have Mabuhay brand, Lanka, sweet jackfruit in syrup. That looks kind of yummy, doesn't it? Or not? It almost looks like some kind of preserved animal like you find in your science class, which is a little scary to me. Mabuhay means, what does that mean in Filipino? Does it mean sunrise? Does it mean, I forget. And I should know it because when I worked in rocket science, we had a space program for the Philippines, for Philippine broadcast satellite, called the Mabuhay program. And there's a company there by that name that operates that satellite, so they can have all the wonderful cable TV channels we have here. And just like us, they can lower their IQ by watching, you know, The Bachelor and stuff like that, right? Oh, I know what she's gonna do with this. Look at this one. Sweet fruit mixture. It's got all those fruits in it. It's to make a dessert, a Filipino dessert that's known as halo halo. And what that is the word means mix, halo halo. And they mix layers of fruit and things, and they have like ice cream or cream in it in the layers or on top. And this shows some of the fruits. I don't know what they all are. Pineapple, mango, maybe jackfruit. I don't know what all's in there. But I've never had halo halo. So I think that will be interesting. Too high in sugar for me, but I'll just have a little bit, okay? Not to worry. What else did she get? Oh, gross. I'm afraid I know what this is, but I don't like it. It's ube halaya. And ube, this is Mabuhay brand again. Ube is also known as taro. If you've been to Hawaii and you've had taro, then you know what ube is. To me, it kind of doesn't taste so good, but you know, Filipinos like it because they grow it there and they're used to it. It might be an acquired taste, you know. Ooh, looky here. We have to do some kind of almost Fear Factor food, but not quite. So we got squid. These are whole squid in brine, not pieces of calamari, but actual squid. So I might make a Fear Factor video with this myself and make something out of it with rice or noodles, or maybe she will. Crispy fried squid. 3 easy steps. They even have a recipe back here. That might be the way to do it. It looks pretty good, don't you think? So, product of the Philippines. This is Filipino squid, so that should be interesting. Here's a little stereo, side to side for you, like that, okay? Or what is that called in our ASMR parlance? Ear to ear. No, I won't go up to the mic and do it. Look, there's a bunny on here. White Rabbit. There's a song, if you're old enough to know it, called White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane. Quite good, from the 1960s. One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. But the one that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's about 10 feet tall, okay? Those are the opening lines. I even remembered them. This is creamy candy with some kind of writing on it that I don't understand. I think this is a product of China, but they have them in the Philippines. There's some kind, is it this one? Oh, it is this one. Joanne told me you can eat the inner wrapper on this thing along with the candy. It's edible. So that's what I'm supposed to do with that later. In some other video. I'll put that back. What's next? This is for the hollow. And it is jackfruit in syrup. My goodness. I'm gonna have to have only a small portion. But I think this will be very interesting because I've never had jackfruit. How about you? Have you had it? Tell me what it tastes like. We have here, I think these are mango beans. Mango beans, as I believe what that is. Maybe the Tascam microphone sounds will give us a better hint as to what those are. I'm not sure, but what does it say here? Somewhere it's got to tell me. I've never had mango beans. Dragonfly. It's got a dragonfly logo. I guess you're just supposed to know what it is by looking at it. It doesn't seem to say anywhere what this is. Gotta be mango beans, right? I have to solve, excuse me, but I must solve this mystery, or I will not be satisfied. I'll have a burr up my patootie for days to come. It doesn't say anywhere. I think it says what it is in Chinese or something. Wait. Oh, here it is. Down here in writing, I can't hardly see. There it is. It says it down there. Something Mongo, but I can't read it. So these are mango beans. I'll put them back. This was a double bag because it's the heavier stuff. Now I know some of what's going to go into this hollow. It's going to be jackfruit and this sweet fruit mix, and I hope this doesn't go in. Don't want no ube to go in there. Alright. I think that about does it for our video, our haul video. I will report back on the results of some of the Filipino dishes, and maybe I'll do a sampling video of some of the goodies in the future. I don't know where I put the candy thing I bit into, but I suppose I'll find it eventually. Until then, don't ASMR and drive. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.